Welcome back, ghouls and goblins, to episode 4 of The Broken Bay. In our previous episode, our cantankerous ne'er-do-wells found them face to face with the most horrifying of all of God's creatures, an amateur magician. After partaking in the ghoulish travails of his entertainment, our cantankerous Coterie is now engaging to return to their Studebaker Model 500, in which the entertainer record has been mysteriously gone missing and has now been replaced with a maple leaf rack. We were given information on certain things that will transpire in the future. As of now, we only have a few leads. The Guru headquarters is to the southeast of where you are, over in India Basin. That is probably your best location in order to discern where the rest of them are. Or we can go drop off some of the funds for Mr. Babineau. And he is over at, Jesus, where the hell is this? Tanforan, which is also in the southeast part of town, conveniently enough. He lives down there near San Bruno, which is adjacent to Tanforan. What would we like to do?
It is 1 o'clock in the morning, which my understanding is not a time when kine are generally awake. I think it would be in our best interest to call on Mr. Babineau's family and give them their due, as well as ask them if they know anything that might have led to a reasoning for why Mr. Babineau would have been targeted. But I don't know that now is the appropriate time of night.
I do concur that I think business matters should be attended to first, as well as with a personal touch. I would be in favor of visiting the Babineaus as soon as possible.
I agree with that as well, actually. I think that I think we should, well, as you said, kind do not operate this in these hours, but you never know what kind of hours kind keep.
That's true. That's a wonderful suggestion, Daphne. Why don't we head that way? Why don't we head to Mr. Babineau's? And if we see any signs that his family is awake and willing to conduct business, then we could call on them in person. Otherwise, we could leave them a letter with the money and asking to arrange a time during the evening, of course, that we could call on them and discuss what we've learned and what they might know about their deceased family member.
I'm amenable to that. So shall we go?
Gentlemen?
I'm in agreement. I say we depart.
Jack, are you there?
Yes, I'm stuck in this meeting for a couple more minutes, but
Oh, okay.
JC's gonna say that he'll follow your lead. He currently doesn't have a very strong opinion for or against. He trusts in the intellect of the person that which he follows. Doctor.
Most wonderful. Please drive us that way.
Is JC doing the driving? No, it was someone else doing the driving.
No, Victor does the driving, because only Victor knows how to operate a car.
Right.
That's true.
So the lot of
Thank
you,
Victor.
the ladies, are properly escorted out of the building in accordance with the candor of a gentleman. And lo and behold, what does Daphne see skulking around the Studebaker Model 500? What do you think it is, Daphne?
Is it a startlingly handsome man with vacant eyes?
You're right, it is David Duchovny. So your faithful companion, the ghoul, is there, ready to be attended again.
Perfect. Can't he drive? He knows how to drive.
You beat it into him, so yes.
Okay.
Like how there's no blowback on it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
Well, then
He
everyone yeah, oh
as
sorry, go ahead.
he he gestures for the lot of you to enter the vehicle and politely escorts you into the vehicle. And as you firmly settle into the seat, he gives you a bouquet that he seemingly picked of nightshade and lilies.
Daphne will take them and sort of look at them and nod somewhat approvingly and then throw them out the window.
He understands. Some of them were a little yellow.
Yes. Do better. Do better next time.
He gets into the car and
God.
he changes out the phonograph cylinder and replaces it with a maple leaf rack, which he proceeds to crank. And then the lot of you make your way down to San Bruno. Um, it's like a 30-minute drive, so it's gonna be 1:30 in the morning when you head down there. So we're going to the Mr. Babineau's house first, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
All
Yes.
right,
Yeah, that's
perfect. Let me see here. And I guess I have to put David Duchovny on this fucking map now. All right, let's see here.
Yay.
You fucking pieces of shit. All right, so
So happy.
yeah, so am I. So
I am here fully. You have my full attention now.
okay, perfect.
Yay.
Okay, let me load this new map. Of course, it made everyone fucking freakishly far apart. Okay, let me load up the little section for this. You make your way down to San Bruno. It's a tight quarter surrounded by tall buildings. The streets are littered with horse manure. There's the faint remnant of activity kind of percolating through the air, and you arrive in front of the building. The house is silent, and there's not a light on. What would we like to do?
Is there a mailbox?
Yes.
I would not recommend leaving money unattended.
That's a very good point, Victor. Thank you. Uh, suppose we just leave a note then, explaining that we are sorry about what happened to Mr. Babineau and that we would like to meet with them to pass on the money that they are owed, and also that we'd like to ask about uh, their deceased family member.
I checked the mail still to see if there's the mail has recently been acquired, or if it's been building up.
The mailbox is resoundingly empty.
Wonderful. Shall I draft a note, or would someone else rather?
I would at least like to give us the benefit of the doubt and say, let's at least knock on the door and say that we made the most minimal of efforts, at least, before just leaving a letter.
Yeah, so
No.
I think that's suitable. Victor, would you like to do that? The honors.
I'll proceed to knock.
You knock on the door, and give me an awareness check. Or actually, rather, investigation. Give me an investigation check. And anyone can do this.
Can I use awareness?
Yeah. Great, now I have the fucking maple leaf rag stuck in my Alright, so Juan, Daphne, and okay. So Juan and Daphne and our doctor You notice that although the exterior of the house appears to be unlit, there is a faint semblance of candlelight in the back, and you see the light of the candle slowly approach the door, and a woman opens the door. She seems to be in her mid-20s, a black woman with a coiled braid pulled back in a handkerchief. She is presently nursing a child. She looks at the lot of you, kind of squints her eyes, and goes, what seems to be the matter? Is there something going on in the street?
I nudged the doctor.
Madam, we are terribly sorry for disturbing you at this time of night, but we have a matter of significant importance to discuss with you. Um, do you know or are you related to a Mr. Desmond Babineau?
Oh, that's my dearly departed husband. Has there been news about the investigation? I always thought that was a mighty queer situation how he died. Her shoulders straighten back. She kind of rises on her haunches and stands up a little bit more straight after you mention her husband.
We are investigating him presently. We are investigating the matter, and we have something to give to you that was found missing with the body. May we come in and discuss this?
Um, in,
Again, I'm sorry
on,
for the late
on,
hour.
on whose behalf are you investigating? I thought the constabulary already solved the matter. I've been sending in some stern letters, and they ain't responded to me in weeks.
We are. The doctor's going to look at Victor and the others.
JC's gonna speak up and say, independent journalism, you could say. We are disgruntled with the disregard that the investigation took.
Oh, you must be with that Hurst fella. I like his papers. Well, come on in then. Sit down in the parlor over there, and I'll be back in a moment. Just gotta put the little one down to bed.
Of course.
She departs for a moment. You hear some rattling in the kitchen, and she comes back with tea. And she sets everything down with the cups and the sugar and whatnot, and says, "So, what exactly has come up that's new? Because I haven't heard nothing from the constabulary in weeks."
I just have a quick question. Does this woman look like the woman in the photographs that we were handed by Auntie?
I accidentally duplicated the photo for this segment, so just it's a different
Oh,
fucking person. Like,
oh.
all right, we'll get back to that later.
First, we have something to give you. When we investigated the body of your husband, we found evidence that he was awarded a bonus that was stolen and not given to him and not passed on to you, his family. So we'd like to, first of all, offer our condolences as we can and give that to you as is rightly yours. She's gonna nudge JC, who is the holder of the money.
Just a quick
All right.
recollection for everyone. So this is the wife of the guy whose body you found in the morgue, who got his chest caved in by a horse, and you all thought it was super sus, so you wanted to investigate it. And JC made the amusingly offhanded remark about how much does it cost to restart your life, like $10,000. So I really hope that he gives her the 10 grand that he offhandedly made reference to, because that would change their lives forever. Instead of the $15 that was initially on offer. Just gonna throw that out there. So carry on, JC. What do you want to do?
You're gonna see JC pull out a checkbook, um, set it on like I'm assuming there's like a nearby table, right?
Yeah, there's like a little like mahogany coffee table.
Cool. You're gonna see him set down the checkbook, pull out an ink file, set that down, pull out a pen case, open it up, pull out an inkwell pen, set that down, pull out a candle, set that down, pull out a matchstick, set that down, and pull out a wax seal, set that down. And then he's gonna open up the vial, put the pen in there, suck up some ink, write out some information on the check. Then he's gonna set the pen down, light the candle, melt some wax, and then wax stamp the check. Then he's gonna let that dry for a moment, tear off the top check, and then hand it out to her and let her know this is money well deserved, earned by your husband.
How much did you make it out for?
I made it out for $10,000.
She looks at the check and she just immediately faints.
Holding a baby?
No, she put the
No,
baby
she put the
away,
baby.
remember?
Oh.
Now, of course,
Yeah,
I
she-
imagine that the gentlemen here have smelling salts upon their person, correct?
Why, of course.
Okay, so Victor, you're going to take out your smelling salts?
Yes.
Okay, you awake the woman. She goes, "Oh, Lord, I could have sworn I just saw a check for it." She faints again.
Apply the smelling salts again, I suppose.
She wakes up and goes, "Oh, Lord, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to look at them numbers no more. Oh, sir, what good grace do we deserve this kind of charity? I know my Desmond was a good man and he worked hard, but he didn't work no $10,000 hard. Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. We could send the kids to a good school. We could buy the land we're on. We could buy all the land."
JC's gonna nod sagely and say, "Yes, acquiring land is a good first step for a good legacy."
Okay, so the average price for a house during this time period was $3,000.
God.
Okay. She's gonna tuck the check away, and you see her kind of make the sign of the cross and goes, "Oh, Lord, today's a good bounty. Well, has there been any other news about Desmond?"
After she makes the sign of the cross, JC's gonna nod and say, "The Lord provides."
"Oh, that he does, sir, that he does. And dare I say, I think you're one of his angels walking on the earth. Now, is there something new about my Desmond?"
Mrs. Babineau, um, as we are independent investigators, we're actually not, oh God, we're not privy to all of the information that the police have. So we were wondering if you could catch us up to speed on what you have been told about the investigation, and hopefully we can help you from there.
All I heard from the foreman was he was tending to some of the horses, taking care of their horseshoes, and something spooked him mighty quick, and they kicked him straight in the chest, and he died in an instant. That's all they told me. Foreman said it
Okay.
was mighty queer. My Desmond was a hell of an equestrian. Them horses were never spooked around him, so. And he was working late, so I don't know what in the world could have set the horses off like that. Must have been some kind of specter or something, the only thing I could reckon.
That's useful information. Thank you. Um, so the foreman saw it happen. Do you
Oh, he didn't see nothing. He just heard it. He was
foreman
around on the
heard
other
it?
side. He was around on the other side of the building.
Do you know the name of your husband's foreman?
Oh, Lord, let me think. I didn't hear his name too often because my Desmond said he was a righteous man. I think his name was Seamus. Seamus something. He was an Irishman. That's all I know. Had a head of hair like a furnace. That's all Desmond told me. And the man seemed to be right and proper, so my Desmond never talked about him, really.
Good. Thank you. And Dr. Morgagni is writing notes. Um, Do you know what kind of reputation your husband had at the shipyard? He seemed to be an upstanding man to us, but we've not had the opportunity to talk to any of his co-workers, colleagues.
Oh, he was real popular among the small folk. He was trying to get together, what's that fancy word they were using? Some kind of union, from what I heard about. They're trying to get all the folk together down at the yards and the horse track so they can get a better deal. It's kind of strange. They're going to close up something kind of big. That's what Desmond told me that week, and then suddenly he just drops dead. Mighty queer, if you ask me.
Indeed.
Madam, do you happen to know if this foreman Seamus was a sympathizer to the efforts of the workers to unionize?
No, he was right there with them on the picket line. I think last year they tried to bring in a couple of scabs, and Seamus punched them right in the mouth right quick. Seamus is a good man, from what I heard my Desmond speak of him. I've never met the guy.
And anyone that your husband ever spoke of who was vehemently opposed to their efforts? Did he ever mention any names?
No names, but he talked about the top brass down at Tan Foreign. They said they were mighty cross about what he was doing. I was worried for him, but it seems they were all just talk until the damn thing with the horse. It's a little too much of a coincidence if you ask me. I don't know how, but I think they had him killed.
Out of character, could you repeat that name again?
Tan Foreign. So she's referring to the horse track in the southeast of San Francisco.
How do you spell that?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, got it.
I thought he was doing right by the lot of us.
And you said this was a horse racing track?
Yes, fun fact, they actually stopped racing horses there in 1904.
Oh, so they had like just stopped by the events of the fire.
Yeah, it was used only for breeding purposes, and that's actually what Desmond did down there. He did the horse breeding and other maintenance and stuff.
I see. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, my Desmond was down there making sure the horses are bred up and stuff, because Tan Foreign ain't been doing races in a while. But the places out east, like in Kentucky, they'll buy up the whole stock we got as long as we keep making them. So Todd Brass said he'd be doing better down there. Heck, he even got a promotion to go down there. He used to work over in the shipyards over there on Pier 39. But they cut him loose there. We got a whole crop of them Fenians, so they kind of took up shop over there.
A crop of, I'm sorry, Fenians?
Yeah, Fenians. You never heard of them?
No, ma'am. I'm new in town.
Oh, you know how the Irish are. They're all hot-blooded. Them types. Real nationalistic about the home country, even though they put down their stock here and roots. I think it's a little uncouth, but, I think it's fine for people to embrace their heritage, but they go a little too far, if you ask me.
Speaking of Pier 39, Dr. Morgagni's gonna like root around in her bag and pull out the picture that we have of Tarsilia, who is one of the missing Guru. She's going to hand it to Mrs. Babineau and say, "Do you know this woman?"
Oh, she seems a little upper class for me. I can't recollect to the top of my noggin. Sorry, ma'am.
That's all right. Thank you anyway.
Is there anything else y'all had
what
to
about-
ask me? Because I got to get the rest of the youngins to bed, and I got to continue to feed.
Can we who has the other photographs? Because maybe we may want to run our eyes past every person that we have.
You want to show her all the photographs?
Certainly.
Yeah. Can we lay him out on the table and just ask her, one final thing? Do you recognize any of these people?
She parses them over, but her eyes go wide when she sees Istavania. Oh, shucks, that's Istavania. She comes down to the little produce shack I run and buys fresh cabbage every morning. She loves that stuff charred. She's a wise woman. Yeah, I haven't seen her since the quake. Oh, is she missing too?
Uh, we're running a few investigations, but we'd appreciate if you could keep quiet about that.
Of course, of course. Uh,
You know,
she always came up.
Istevania.
She always came up real bright up in the morning. I get the feeling she had a place around here, but I never asked. It's kind of strange. Like she was always there right at the dot at 8 a.m. getting fresh cabbage. And there's no way in Sam hell that she bought herself down from the north part where the fancy folk come from. I think she lived around here. I don't know where though.
That's very helpful. Thank you, Mrs. Babineau. Um, we are going to do our best to get more information about your husband and what happened to him, and you've been very helpful. Uh, I don't have any more questions, but my colleagues, this would be a good time to ask the last one so we can leave Mrs. Babineau to her business.
I think I have everything that I need to know. Thank you. And I'm sorry for your loss.
Uh, she gets up to greet the lot of you, but she places her hands over JC's hands. And listen here now, sir. You come around anytime you want, and I'm gonna get you the finest plate of gumbo you could imagine. I make the roux as black as I am. You're gonna love it. Now, I thank you for this charity. I don't know what my Desmond did to warrant this, but let it be known it will not go to waste. You've you've helped make a lot of people's lives better today. Thank you, sir.
JC's just gonna give her a nod.
She gives you kind of a
Thank you.
pat on the hand and looks you dead in the eyes and goes, "Well, you ain't allergic to okra or nothing, right?"
Let me check what I'm vulnerable to real quick.
Okra vulnerability.
JC will shake his head no and say, I do not have any allergies, but I am on a strict diet.
She gives you kind of a firm pat and goes, "Well, I suppose you are a little wide around the waist, sir, but I'm gonna fatten you up next time you come around here, all right?"
JC's gay chuckle. Yes, you remind me of my mother.
Oh, thank you, sir. She gives everyone else a kind of faint curtsy and politely escorts everyone out of the home just in time for a child to begin to cry upstairs. She politely shuts the door, turns the key, and the lights turn off. Where do we wish to go next, Coterie?
The Guru headquarters are nearby. That could be a good place to.
I was thinking that, or go investigate Pier 39, or look for Seamus, the foreman. But yeah, the headquarters sounds fine because I think we'll get more connections that way.
Yeah, I think headquarters. I think I think it seems like there might be interesting information there. Um, shall I shall I get my man to drive us? Or should we walk?
He's already prepared the vehicle to drive. He hands you an origami flower that he's made from various detritus. around the area. Apparently, he bumped into a Japanese person on the way to pick you all up and picked up some bad habits. All right, so we're gonna make
Uh,
our way down to the Guru headquarters.
yes. Yeah.
You make your way down to India Basin. It takes you about 10 or so minutes. It's around 2 in the morning now. Actually, 2:30 in the morning. You have 3 hours until the sun rises, and it will take you about 45 minutes to return back to the Overlook Hotel in the northwest of San Francisco. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. You approach Indian Basin. It's a large marsh in the southeast corner of the peninsula of San Francisco. You can see various workmen flitting about, crates being shuttled, large industrial trucks moving crates around. There's a large amount of people hustling and bustling. What would we like to do?
um, I believe I had received a notification regarding an oddity with the land I had purchased.
Oh.
I would like to mention to everyone that I would like to charter a boat for us to go check it out at some point. Most likely the following day, since I doubt the boat ride is going to let us do a round trip in less than 3 hours.
While you all scrutinize what you're going to do in this situation, I'm going to figure out how long it takes to take a boat from the point to the cape. So, what we like to do? There's a lot of hustle and bustle. Nothing outwardly looks like guru activity. What would we like to do?
So this is in the vicinity of the headquarters?
Yeah, you can see that the Guru headquarters seems to be a large dock operation, and it seems
Okay.
to be quite busy right now.
All right. Well, just I would say paying attention to any patterns of life, any sort of goings on that seem to be other than just typical port side daily operations.
Give me whatever check you believe is appropriate to answer that
Maybe
question.
maybe like awareness or something.
Yeah, awareness would be fine.
Let's do this.
And anyone can make that check, by the way. You're all observing the same thing.
Ta-da.
Well,
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Rare Juan Carlo W. Daphne.
I know.
Dr. Frankenfurter.
Did it not?
Did I just not see it? Okay, let's see here.
Nope, nope. It just didn't do it.
No.
My bad.
If you beat Juan Carlo, there we go. So Juan Carlo, are you ready for your rare Mentap moment?
Yes.
Everyone else is scrutinizing the comings and goings and the various motions of who is going where and what, but Juan Carlo has a moment of Mentat insight. Where is no one going in? What's a place that is strangely stoic? And you clock that one of the offices has a light flickering within it, and you can see shadows within, but no one enters and no one leaves. That looks important.
Mm. I will speak under my breath, low enough that most mortals won't be able to hear, but the Coterie will be able to hear. And I will point out that that office. I believe it is suspicious.
Are there any discernible like signs, like the name of a business or the name of somebody whose office that may belong to, anything like that?
Now that all of you have kind of read into this, you can see that there is a small placard on the exterior of the door in brass and wax that says Delogu Enterprises. Now, you remember that the Guru family in charge of this town is called the Delugus, so you imagine that this is our HQ, and whoever's behind that door is the head honcho.
I see. Hmm. Well, should we knock and say hello?
We shall.
I think the time is right.
So,
Uh,
out of character, before we go in here, what is our purpose for being here to visit the Guru? Like, we're just trying to find whoever else of these people are missing.
Basically, yeah.
As a favor to Auntie.
Yeah, and you kind of intuit that if you were to bring her up with the Guru, it would earn you some favor. However,
Okay.
right now, you don't know who is Guru and who is not, and maybe someone who has a unique ability to detect supernatural creatures
I was gonna say,
should do
maybe.
some aspects. like,
You know what I'd like to do is sense the unseen.
wow. We'll fucking make that rouse check and then do what you got to do, lady. Wow, what a weird thing to do. I would have
So,
never.
are other entities able to tell when we're doing those sort of things?
No, Auspex is kind of weird in that no one knows that you're doing it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually completely. It never violates the masquerade, so you can just spam that shit as much as you want, as long as you have blood points.
Did you know animalism also has a ability to detect when there's supernaturals about?
Really?
Literally called sense the beast.
Oh,
Lets them
Really?
detect mortals, vampires, their supernaturals.
Screen cap this
Gains-
shit and send it to me now.
yeah, I think it worked for Death.
Jesus,
I think that
Jesus
worked.
fucking Christ.
Yeah.
So you detect a very firm supernatural presence within the confines of that building.
Well, we have a live one in there, certainly. Can I detect? So I detect a presence. So do I? But I can't differentiate like whether it is Guru or what it is.
Okay, let's take a quick pause.
All right. Um. I'll Daphne just will say and nod that there are indeed our Guru friends inside. At least one. You said there was only one that I could detect, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Do we want to say hello?
Is it kind of like okay, so now we know one is in there. Does it give direction? Does it give any other information? It just like kind of like a radiation detector. It's like it's not going to tell you where it's coming from. It's just telling you like, hey, it's definitely there though.
yeah, it's within the office. Like distinctly, it is within the office.
Okay, but if there's multiple people in there, we're not going to be able to go in and be like, oh, it's definitely this guy.
With your sense the unseen power, you can tell that there is a singular person within that office. Just one.
Okay, there's no other bodies in there.
Correct.
Okay.
What is Auntie's name? Is it Auntie Ethel? What is it? I don't know.
It's just Auntie. She's actually
Oh.
never told you her name. She just says you can refer to me as Auntie.
Okay.
Wonderful. Let's make a fast plan for how we're going to approach the person that we'd like to discuss. We want to find the remaining family members. And a reminder, we've already found and returned Bartholomew DeLogo. But we would like information about the last whereabouts, or any other helpful information about common stomping grounds or anything about the remaining family members that we're looking for.
Are those all the pictures that we presented? Those are all family members?
Correct.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Is that amenable to everyone?
Yes.
Then I suggest we go inside if no one else has anything else to add.
Yeah. Okay. I proceed to knock. Oh, well.
Ian? Uh-oh.
I was in the back of the house. I thought you people would dither longer.
No.
Okay, so I was like frantically trying to finish what I was doing. You knock, and after what seems like an eternity, you hear a voice say, "You may enter."
And we enter.
Yes, we enter.
Even David Duchovny.
No, he waits outside and he knows better than to try and come in.
Because he's a man and has less rights.
True.
No, he's David Duchovny and he has less rights.
That's the real heart of it.
He has as many rights as he has accolades for acting. Hi-ho! he's god awful. So
But
fucking,
he sure is handsome.
yeah, he's. I don't want to go that far. Let's not bring lies into our relationship. So anyway, you enter into the room, and I have a really great description for this lady. You see an old woman infirm and wheelchair bound. Her legs are bowed, her hands are arthritic, and her head is permanently askew, gazing outward at an odd angle. You see her eyes dart upon the lot of you and goes, "And what brings you here?"
We are here on behalf of Auntie to aid you in searching for missing family members of the DeLogos.
With what expression she can manifest, she raises an eyebrow and goes, "And which auntie is this? I have many aunties."
We don't know her name, Ian.
She's a woman who takes to covering her face with a veil. I'm just not certain we have much more information than that, but she has asked us to help aid you in finding lost relatives.
How would you describe her demeanor?
A refined
is-
lady.
JC?
Yeah, from what I remember, she was a refined lady.
Also, what was the name of the guy that we like accidentally killed? Because we could just name drop him. I'm sure.
We didn't.
Wait, who did you accidentally kill? When
I
did
think
this happen? Like,
Honey?
I leave you people alone for 5 minutes. Oh, the prince? Is that her
Yeah.
name? Oh, the
We-
prince.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
we didn't
Oh.
kill him.
Mm,
We found him, didn't we?
We found his corpse.
So you can name drop Theodore Talbot. Although I want one of you to make a politics check, and let's see if you can
Okay.
figure out if you want to use that angle. Actually, Victor, you can actually pull this off
Yeah.
because you're a politics boy. Let's see if you can do
Let's
this. I'm going to give you a 3 on this one, a 3. And I'll give you a +1 bonus. Let's see if he can do it.
So whenever I apply, do I just add a dice roll? Is that what I do? I add a vampire dice, or how does that
No,
work?
so a
it's
+1,
just-
just add 1 to whatever the hell you roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
There
So,
you go.
oh wow, you fucking nailed it.
Wow.
You remember your various interactions with the people that are intimate with Theodore Talbot, and recall that all of them referred to him as Teddy. So you're going to ask her, you're going to tell her, Teddy brought us. Teddy wanted this to happen.
We are also here on Teddy's behalf.
Both her eyebrows raise. Well, why didn't you say so? How may I broach assistance?
I notion for the coterie to come forward and present the pictures of the missing family members.
Francesca pulls out the photos and presents them to this woman, and she says, Madam, we have already assisted Auntie in recovering the body of Bartholomew, um, and our deepest condolences for his fate. Um, and we are hoping to find more information about where to look for the remaining family members. Uh, do you know any of them, and do you know where they were last seen, or perhaps where they like to spend time?
A faint gloss appears over her eyes, and you see a faint series of tears streak down her cheeks. Oh, my precious children. So it was you that brought Bartholomew back to us. You have our graces. As for the others, I could not tell you. I know that my precious Tarsilia worked at the docks over in the northeast. She was working something late when the earthquake struck. You should look for her there. As for my Luxia, she was a bit rambunctious. It would be difficult to say where she was. And my Alenoria, she loved the woods. I believe she even took herself up north to Marin to do some hunting, as she said. But I don't even think it's the season for that, so I'm a bit at a loss as to what she was trying to find up there. I'm sorry, I wish I could be more helpful, but my children have gone quite stuck in their ways, and an old woman like myself, I can only keep up so much.
The one who departed to hunt, is there anything in particular that she enjoyed hunting or was uncommonly um, predisposed towards?
Well, I suppose I can speak with some semblance of candor, but she particularly hates lumberjacks. There's many a people that go up to the northern woods to poach the majestic redwoods. She loves to kill them. I imagine that's probably what she's doing up there.
Thank you, madam.
And the one that worked around the docks, as you said, did you happen to know any of the folks with whom she worked?
She keeps to herself. She's one of my eldest. Um, we don't speak very often, unfortunately. There's a bit of a distance between us. She's gotten long in the tooth. I don't know anything, really. Aside that she works up at the docks and she likes to cavort down in the ponds. That's about it.
When is the last you heard from her?
It's been easily a moon. A month. She really does keep to ourselves. She really does keep to herself. We don't get as long as much as I'd like. I think she just resents having to give me my indulgences for being so old and infirm. I could understand, though. In the past, I would have been put down, but San Francisco helps to keep me alive.
Yeah, out of character. That's really all I have for now.
I'm sorry, do we know already who, because they're being targeted, right? We do know that. Or are we just trying to find them from the earthquake?
You're just trying to find them. You have no inkling of any semblance of a conspiracy. It's just it seems to be unfortunate happenstance that they've gone missing.
Okay.
May I be of any further assistance?
Do you happen to know what their role was at the docks?
With great painstaking effort, she rubs her chin. Oh, my precious Tarsilia. I believe she was their computer.
As in, she worked mathematical computations for this company?
Out of character. Yeah, that's what computer would be in this context. Yeah, you're correct, sir. She handled their maths. She was quite an astute mind. I think she just liked to put on a show as being a little bit more blue collar than her white collar showed off. She's always been rather smug amongst my children.
Well, besides having a gifted mind, would you say there are any particular, maybe hobbies or indulgences or social endeavors that she would pursue?
Hmm. Not that I can recollect. Oh, she's quite fond of the theater. Always talk about going to certain plays and whatnot. This particular person, I think he was Ibsen. That, yeah, we speak so infrequently. That's all I can recall.
Ibsen? Was this person an actor or director of some
Ibsen.
sort?
Daphne will interrupt and just say, Ibsen, Ibsen, the playwright.
Oh, you're correct. I think he was one of those Vikings or something. She was quite fond of his work. Some strange play that I can't recollect.
When was the dollhouse written? Hold on. Do you remember the... Well, hold on. This is 1904, right? That we're in?
1906, and that play was in 1879.
Excuse me.
I believe there was I think there was some strange troupe in town that was doing a rendition of it. As a matter of fact, I think they were doing it the night of the earthquake. I don't recall the theater, though. Dreadfully sorry.
And this is Tarsilia that we're talking about, who likes
Yes.
the place? Okay.
Okay. Um,
You must forgive me. I don't recall the theater, but I think she was seeing a production that night. Anyone want to make an awareness check?
will you let me do investigation?
Yes, you're allowed to do an investigation. Jesus Christ! What the fuck, Victor? And of course, Doctor coming in clutch. And now let's see Daphne just beef this. Just absolutely beef this.
You would like that,
I
wouldn't you? Oh, shit.
no, you actually did pretty great though. He still
Yeah.
did. Even though you failed, you did pretty great. You actually beat Juan Carlo. Thank God. So actually, everyone recognizes that the theater district is the most burned district in the city. It was basically entirely destroyed during the earthquake and subsequent fires. It's going to be a hell of a time to parse through that wreckage up in the northeast part of San Francisco. If you scroll up in the main chat, the photo I posted is basically the theater district, and you see how like everything is gone. Just, this revelation comes to all of you at a singular instance. This is going to be tough. If she was in that district, it's going to be tough to find her.
out of character, I think to myself that it's perhaps that she didn't want to be found. Perhaps
Ooh.
she's trying to make it appear as if she was lost.
What a weird conclusion to reach. So anyway, that's so weird. Judo, you're such a silly goose.
Mm,
So,
that's
the old
crazy, man.
that's crazy, man. So
That's
anyway,
crazy.
let's just pivot to something else, you know. The old lady goes, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but this at this time of night, the humidity and the cold, the arthritis acts up. Would you mind escorting an old woman back to her quarters?"
Certainly, madam. And I begin to approach to move the chair and her with it to
She's
where
actually
the
in an
correct.
old timey wheelchair, and she directs you down the hallway. You can see the large commotion of the workers packing boxes and preparing to assemble things.
Mhm.
And she tells you, "I'm much obliged for your assistance with my family. The return of Bartholomew has been quite a balm for my people. Let it be known that you are already in our good graces. If you return to me the rest of our children, you will be in our great graces. Tell me." She places a very warm hand upon yours, Victor, and goes, "What is it that you desire and the prince needs to assist our fair city?"
At this time, we are trying to maintain and establish relationships with anyone that has access to the institutions of this fair city as we rebuild.
It is
She's
also. Oh, sorry.
yeah, carry on.
Out of character. Jude, it is also crucial that the docks stay open and continue operations at least until the railways are back up in roughly 2 weeks.
I can assume that the doctor just pitches that in.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
She firmly pats your hand, Victor, and goes, "You will not have any disruptions from the clan of Delugo. However, be warned that over the past week or so, we've had some labor agitators. Now, I am in their favor. Let that be known. But some of them have been slain. I fear that some kind of outside agitator has entered into our fair city by the bay and seeks to besmirch these movements. Keep your eyes open."
Understood. Thank you. And yeah, out of character, I think that's what I needed to learn.
You take her down the hall to a elevator, and she wheels herself into it. She says, "Thank you all for bringing me back, my darling grandson. Clan Delugo stands by you. Please continue your efforts, and if you have any need of us, by all means, I will always be here. I'm hardly in a condition to move." And the elevator rises up, and with a click, she's out of view. What would we like to do?
Uh,
Well, from here, it sounds like we have several options.
Quite a few. What we'd like to pick. We have
Whatever,
like an hour left. Well, 50
whatever
minutes.
this fuckery is with harassing the docks, that is definitely something that would catch Victor's attention immediately. And from the sound of what she was saying, it sounds like something that it can be quickly remediated.
Sounds like it might be one of the other offices not wanting a union.
Right. That's what I was thinking too. Got a
Yeah,
bunch of
it's
union busters. Can't have that.
Scabs?
Can't have that.
yeah. I didn't quite catch when we were talking to Mrs. Babineau because I was writing notes, but I heard there was some discussion of the foreman being on the side of labor and supporting the union, but I think maybe higher ups not. And it did occur to me that the DeLugos being in charge could be higher ups, and it's we don't know where they stand on the unions or the idea of unions.
Union, can we retroactively just say that we asked her a
Yeah,
little bit more explicitly?
well, she said that she supports the union efforts.
Okay.
Oh, okay, she did. Okay, thank you. Okay, she explicitly supports.
Yeah. So Jack, you're probably right that it's probably a competing peer that is trying to union busting.
Yeah, could be union busting. We also there may be a hunter to contend with as Auntie, as probably is what killed with what Bartholomew could be one and the same as well. Okay.
It sounds like this also might be connected to one of the children that went off to hunt and was killing lumberjacks,
Mm-hmm.
because oftentimes uh, these types of logistics are often related. So, like a bunch of lumber would, of course, be coming to the docks. It would probably be shipped out or shipped in, let's say. So it wouldn't surprise me if these things are related.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say let's start with the docks.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to start with these docks or the ones in the northeast where Tarsilia worked?
We could potentially kill two birds with one stone. So yeah, I would say let's investigate the one with Tartaglia.
Yeah, that sounds good. Good with that.
Yep, I'm on board.
Do we know if
What
the
what notes do we have regarding Marin though?
So, you received a communique that there was weird activity up there, and Barron County is full of redwoods. So you could probably reach the charitable conclusion that the activity you've been hearing up there is Alanora engaging her in her anti-lumberjack activity. So you kind of have two options here. You can charter a boat to go to Marin County and investigate the lumberjack incidents, or we can parse over the ruined remnants of the docks, which I will note will take much longer because that entire district is ruined. It will be difficult.
It
Well,
won't
it'll
take
certainly take longer, but to charter the vessel and get out there, it's like we're not necessarily going to be able to get back by sunrise.
You will not. Do we actually wish? Because right now it's like 2 in the morning. By the time you get up to the north, it'll be 3. You have 2 hours left. Do we want to retire for the evening and start fresh at 6:50 p.m. on the 20th?
I think that may be the best option.
Yeah, I'm
Do
okay
we
with that.
do we wish to put out? Okay, so if we're going to be doing that, do we want to put out feelers to charter a boat early in the quote unquote day?
Can I send David to Coveney to do that?
David de Goulveny,
Excuse me, David Coveney.
which I am shocked we did not name him, because it was right there. Yeah. Do you want to send it? Do we want to charter the boat and head up to Marin right bright and early, and when you get back from Marin, then cycle through the docks because it's basically on the way?
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Perfect. Okay, so
Yep.
everyone, go ahead and reset your hunger meter to 0, unless you're 1, unless you're one of those weirdos that drains a person dry. Does anyone kill a person every night?
No, I don't.
probably not.
I notice how Jude is muted.
Well, I mean, I would just reset it to 1, right? So I just
Yeah, the
assume we.
only way to get 0 is if you kill someone, unfortunately. Unless
Okay.
that.
And you know what sucks is I can't even kill a mortal.
Why?
Mortal prey exclusion.
Wait, did you take Methuselah's? Oh yeah, you did. You took Methuselah's thirst.
Yeah, he feeds on me, and then I feed on other stuff, and then I restore my hunger that way.
Okay, just because I know that Jack wants to put me in the fucking cuck chair for once, why don't you go ahead and explain how you feed off of the doctor, Juan Carlo? You fucking piece of shit. Oh my god.
Oh, it's very boring. The doctor extracts the blood from herself, and then I drink it like that.
In a fancy glass, though, right? Because you're classy.
So like a
It's
Depends on how
smoothie
she feels like
or
extracting it.
It's
a
the
Sometimes it's from a
it's
bag.
the, it's the Holy Grail. That's what he
Yeah.
drinks it out of. He actually has it. He found it.
Wow.
Just like how he found El Dorado, he just keeps failing up. He actually has the Spear of Destiny too.
it's just in a trunk somewhere.
Oh God, the Spear of Destiny is Let me look at my inventory. I have a couple weapons.
He uses the Spear of Destiny.
Yeah, the Spear of Destiny is being used as the God. What's that knife that's attached to the rifles?
A bayonet.
Yeah, it's a bayonet on my M1983 rifle.
Yeah, I just found this weird spear and I don't know, looked kind of cool and maybe it killed Jesus. I don't know. This extremely holy artifact. It's like I don't get it. I'm just really good at stabbing vampires. I just don't know why. Like I just think wicked hard. Okay, so everyone go ahead and reset everything. Get your hunger down. If you've taken any damage, although there's been no combat for a trillion sessions, I should change that soon. Um, you're all fine. So we're already rested.
So it's all just hunger at 1.
Yeah, you don't really. There's not really like a long rest button. You just reset your hunger meter.
Okay, got it.
Your health. No one's taken health or willpower damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. All right. So is David DeGoulvney coming with us,
Um,
or is he staying back?
We just leave him on the pier. He just literally waits at that
Yeah,
exact
exactly.
spot until we get back.
he's a very capable ghoul. I think he can stay back. He can stay back. Is there anything else we would like to send him to do since he is my little errand boy?
Yeah. What do you want him? What fucking little simp task do you want him to do?
Well, I'll ask Dr. Maragogni first if there's anything the lady would like or needs. Any needs that I can send my man to take care of for you.
Thank you, dear. We should see about getting a dark room development for photos in the hotel we're staying in our haven, so that if we need to take any photographs, we can develop them without having to go through commercial means. If your man can start that process and reach out to constructors, that would be most useful. Thank you.
Absolutely, dear. And she just she has those cool little round sunglasses on, even though it's whatever, it's nighttime, who cares? And she just looks at him down her nose a little bit just to see if he caught all of that. And he already, knows what she's looking at him for, so I'm assuming he did.
Wonderful. Thank you, Daphne. And she,
Cool.
the doctor is very much not acknowledging the ghoul or his role in this, speaking only to Daphne.
Excellent, excellent. As it should be. Gentlemen, needs of any kind.
Not that I know of. No. And
All right.
No, we got nothing.
Can I ask for a point of clarification?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, we have the docks, right? We know that the
Yes.
docks are generally handled by the Guru. Explicitly, these southeastern docks seem to be handled by Clan Delogu. But there's also docks in the northeast, because we know that's where Pier 39 is. Where did Babino, he had been at Pier 39, and then he went over to Tanforan, right?
Babino never worked at the docks. I don't know where you people got this conclusion. He only exclusively worked at the stables. He got kicked in the
Okay.
chest working in the stables in Tanforan.
Okay, my bad. I guess I must have hallucinated that and read it in my notes. Okay.
Way to go, AI.
God.
Okay.
Wondering.
It was a collective delusion because apparently everyone believed it. So I don't know, maybe. I re-listened to the session, so
Okay.
I don't recall that, but if it happened, it
Do we
happened.
know? So the other, like, how many distinct sets of docks are we working with? You know. Uh.
There's docks in the northeast, northwest, southwest, and southeast. The northeast and northwest docks are destroyed.
Okay.
Okay.
All that's left is the southeast and southwest docks. But the southwest docks are exclusively non-commercial. It's like rich yuppies and their yachts and shit. So like nothing substantive.
Okay.
So the only fully intact docks are the ones in the southeast, with which the Delugos are clearly manipulating to the full breadth of their power.
Okay. 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 And do we know who owned or if there was any like major influence over docks in the northeast and northwest?
The
You know,
Delugo
prior to
clan
construction.
owned and operated all of them.
Okay. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you.
All right, anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right. So we make our way to our Studebaker Model 500, right?
Yes.
And we are
Yeah.
listening to what song is it now? The Cakewalk, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You enter your way into the Studebaker Model 500. As you make your way north to the docks where you are to depart for your, I guess, charitably sunset at 6:50, your 8 o'clock voyage, a storm begins to move in. A great maelstrom pelts you with rain and thunder and lightning. You eventually arrive at the dock, and the great commotion has caused the harbor to become a swell. The waves have become thick and brackish, and they pound against the pier, and the crack and boom of everything in the distance is quite menacing. As you approach the dock, you make your way towards the harbor master and see only singular light within the harbor still available. You walk in and you are greeted by a salty dog. Let me actually open up the salty dog map. There we go. As you enter into his building, taking refuge from the wind and the rain and the rancor, he is sitting there smoking his tobacco pipe, obviously, and whittling a small duck. What would we like to do?
We're over here trying to I'm sorry, out of character. I thought we were going to try and investigate the redwoods. Is that true?
Yeah, you have to charter a boat from here, but there's a huge storm
Oh.
going on.
Oh. I see.
Greetings, sir. Will we still be able to sail at 8?
Nay, not with a storm this thick. Even a sailor as right as I can't manage to sail the depths and ply the black as this. We're gonna have to wait for the storm to calm down.
Damn. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the last few people who've come in and out.
Has it been a soul for a right? Couple of days since the quake came in. No one's had the stones to go north over the Marin.
And who was that last soul that you did see depart a few days ago?
Couldn't tell ya. I don't got a memory like a steel trap. Now, if you don't mind, I got to carry on with my whittling. So why don't you make your way out of here and you can just hang out outside. And eventually, in due time, by Poseidon's grace, I could take you across over the Marin. I know we had a deal. I'll give you a discount on the next run. What do we want to
I
do?
mean, that he's too fearful to brave the storm, right? And there's nothing we can really do about that.
It's more so that he is objectively correct, and it is unwise to sail in the current condition.
Yeah, and knowing what I know about this time of sail, he's completely correct. Also, it doesn't sound like we're completely pressed for time in this regard, in this little side plot. So I'm
So,
amenable to pursuing other things.
all right, so we're gonna head outside, back to the
Yeah.
Studebaker Model 500.
Is there anything else noticeable about the harbor master or this office, anything like that?
Nothing really. You can see the catches and the records kind of put up. There says a logbook. It's about the only noteworthy thing.
Do we
Can
believe
we
him
can we look
about
at
not remembering?
there's this thing called an insight check.
Oh,
Like,
I
Yeah,
could
sure.
roll one of those.
oh, you got a license to be this obtuse?
Yeah, I do.
It's roll your fucking goddamn
yeah.
insight check.
Damn.
All right, all right. The DC on this is 4.
God, I gave myself nothing in insight. We'll play thinking.
Come on, Jack. This is all you.
Hey,
Oh.
None of you sense anything outwardly suspicious about the harbor master. He seems to be a pretty.
He's on the up and up.
He's on the up
Read
and up.
the logbook.
Hey, what you doing messing with the logbook? That's none of your business. He slams it shut as you attempt to open it. Writing confidential, that is.
Can we persuade him to let us read it?
How are you going to do it?
Well, we have multiple options.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm reading down.
Bribery.
Oh yeah, let's do bribery. That's easy. That doesn't require a check.
Right?
JC, that's your that's your specialty, I believe.
God, what was the smallest bill I said he ever carried?
A 1. Because I remember in the prior episode, you distinctly told me in my beady black eyes that your bitch ass does not carry coins because you're not a coward.
Right. The only coins he carry are made of solid gold.
His Krugerrands, who are like $2,000 a pop. Jesus Christ! What do you tell him, Victor?
Well, we slap a stack on the table and said, "Would my greenback friends here persuade you otherwise?"
The man rises off the chair, and puts away his delicately carved, beautiful duck, and says, I didn't get to where I was by letting green turn me red. I'm not amenable to bribery, and I take great offense to thinking you defame my character in this way. He grabs the book and he hugs it pressed to his chest. Now the lot of you get out of here.
Wait, he's Irish, right?
Yes.
I press a gold coin to the table.
What do you think? Coming in here with your English ways. You're not going to work on me, lad. I'd run away to get away from that kind of life. The book's mine, and a lot of you ain't going to have a peep at it. The people that go up north, it's my business and theirs. Now get out on it with you, a lot of you. This man is unbribable.
Daphne's gonna take a different route. And she's what?
You heard me.
I can't hear you. Well, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep going because I didn't hear what you said. But I do. She does want to sort of like soften a little. Now we've had like bribe cop. Now we have soft cop. And just say, you won't help us, even though we're trying to find young and innocent people who may be in danger.
Give me a check. Persuasion.
I'm working on it. Hold on.
I
Oh
think
my
you're
God,
really,
why did I?
aren't you really bad at this?
Yes.
Hilarious.
Oh. Stop laughing.
I mean, now you listen here, miss. I've already seen the perfidy of the rest of the lads that you got running around with you. I only hear your lies, too. Now get out of my shack. I gotta keep whittling ducks.
Do I want to go the aggressive route? Do we
Yeah.
want to do that?
Are you also looking at compel? Because I'm looking at compel. I'm deciding if it's important enough.
Yeah. I'm looking at that. I mean, if this guy just kind of gives the air of just like some salty schmuck, then yeah, I say I'm willing to just compel him and be on with my day.
Alright, who's gonna do it?
You want
Which
the
one of us?
honors?
Which one of us is better? Because
Let's check it out. So, Victor, let's see here.
I'm mostly a fortitude guy, not a dominate guy.
Yeah, let me check your
Okay.
fucking. I have to.
Be charisma plus dominate.
Yeah, he's a dominate 1, fortitude 3.
I've dominate 2.
And you're
Okay, you'd probably
a.
be
So I could
better.
do it. But I
You'd
have
probably.
okay, I'll do it. Let me make the roll, please. Let me see. That's gonna be
Tell me the
attribute.
contest.
Sorry, one second. The contest is intelligence plus resolve. Yes.
Okay, now I gotta pick. Now I gotta fucking. Let's see here. I'm gonna do intelligence and resolve.
I guess, yeah, that's what it says. And I get to do charisma plus dominate, so I guess that's like when I do attribute plus attribute, it's just gonna be charisma and then add the discipline and dominate.
All right. Well, he did it too. So if you fail this,
So wait, what is your total? Because my total is 5. Because I have a dominate 1 and a charisma 4.
Oh. Oh, we have the same then. Because
Oh,
I
okay.
have only charisma 2.
But you have dominate 3.
I have dominate 2. Wait, how's it doing that math then? No, I only end up with a 4 then because of the hunger die.
Here, hold on. So let me look at this. Compel, charisma, and dominate versus intelligence and resolve.
Are these your disciplines that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
So it's charisma and dominate. Your dominate is 1.
Cool.
So it would be
that's not what I
4
meant to
and
do. Sorry.
it'd be 4 and 1. Yeah, actually, yeah, doctor's better at it by 1.
Okay. Yeah. So
Um,
on this
yeah.
on
So
the roll selection.
you have to beat it. You have to beat a 2. Since
Okay.
it's not the world's hardest roll.
I'm just making sure I understand. So it's like when I select the roll, it says attribute plus attribute and add discipline. So the only attribute I'm gonna select is charisma.
Yeah, you're
And
gonna
then
do
I'm gonna
charisma
select.
and dominate.
Okay, just making sure.
Wait, no roll is required against an unprepared. Yeah, this guy kind of notices there's hostility, so I'm gonna say yeah. Yeah, you
Ooh.
barely did it. What are you gonna tell him to do?
Show us the logbook. And can I tell him to show us the logbook, like, and not be mad about it after?
Yeah.
Show us the logbook, and be grateful to assist us.
All right, Ahab. He hands you the book.
She's gonna open the book.
All right. You're gonna look. What are you gonna look at exactly?
She is going to look first to verify if that no one has gone this way since the earthquake. So she's gonna look at the last couple of days.
That is correct.
She will turn the page to look at the week prior to the earthquake.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation.
You see there is a notation for a Nora heading north, and you can see that it lists her equipment, and it's a variety of hunting equipment. A 30-30 Marin rifle, various tinctures and salves, along with bandages and tourniquets, as well as the dried field rations.
Okay. Is she the only person who's taken the who's gone with him this way in the last week?
She's the only one that is noteworthy.
Okay. And what day was that?
4 days ago.
4 days ago. Okay. Can I look the week prior to that?
Yeah.
So that's 4 days ago, 2 days before the earthquake?
Yes.
Okay. She's also gonna skim the the week before that, like the week before the earthquake, just to kind of get a feel for if there's any other names that pop out, any other familiar names.
None.
Okay. All right. The doctor will hand the book back to the worker and smile and say, "Thank you so much for helping."
He tips his shepherd cap and goes, "Right and proper to serve, ma'am." I feel strangely accommodating. Huh. Unbecoming of me.
Okay.
All
I
right.
say we
I need to
interrupt.
get back to whittling me ducks. So, the lot of you, get out of here!
Of course, sir.
I'll leave the money with him that I already presented to him. He doesn't. I don't know if he remembers where it came from or what the hell's going on, but that's his business now.
That's his business now. He decides to forget. All right, so we're going to make our
Okay.
way back to the Studebaker Model 50. 500. Mistake.
I guess. Just for clarity, did he say that we're not going to be able to go tonight at all, or simply that we just have to wait a couple hours for it to pass?
He said you have to wait for the storm to pass. So we're going to make our
Okay.
way to the Studebaker Model 500, right?
Yeah.
Where are we going now?
Okay.
We could look at Park, where that guy worked.
Mm.
The one with the F. I forget the name of it.
You said what park?
The guy who had his chest kicked in. The place that he worked.
Oh,
Yes.
Turnoffen.
Yes. That one.
So we're going to head our way to Turnoffen.
We can
Yeah,
also
that's
go
good.
to theater district in northeast.
So
in
as
north-
we make our way to the Studebaker Model 500, I want everyone to give me an awareness check. Thank you, Juan Carlo. Excellent work, Victor. Okay, let's see. Fucking Juan Carlo. So a lot of you actually appreciate this. As you make your way to the Studebaker 500, you can feel that the timber and temperance of the storm seems to wane. You seat yourselves in the Studebaker Model 500, put on your goggles and your gloves, and you begin to prepare to depart. And the storm seems to dissipate around you like it is meaningless, and then the waning crescent of the moon shines above you with an open and clear sky.
Do we get a sense that the storm was supernatural?
Occult.
Got it.
Actually, Juan Carlo, you can roll occult with a +4.
Because I ain't got shit in occult.
And the doctor roll a court? Roll a cult?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Carlo, go.
Whoa,
This is crazy. So with Juan Carlo's 11.
No, that already has the the 4 in there.
All right,
Oh, it says
perfect.
custom +4.
So Juan Carlo, what have you done recently?
I praise the Lord.
Aside from that.
I gave a lady money.
Aside from that, you did something pretty big lately, buddy. What was it?
Something pretty big lately.
Kind of earth-shattering, buddy.
Earth shattering?
Well, earth-sustaining.
Was it today?
No, it's something that you did in the game, buddy.
I got nothing. I'm done.
Come on, my brother.
You bought land in Marin County. You gave a lot of money to the cause that Oswald's.
I gave
was
that
supporting?
land that I bought to the wolves.
Roll me. So Juan Carlo, what do you
Yeah.
feel right now? When you see the storm part into nothing?
Is it parting like Moses part of the Red Sea?
It kind of is.
I feel inspired.
Juan Carlo, you feel that somehow, within the furrows of the dark confines of this noble earth, the Green Mother has blessed you. You are in receipt of her blessing. Something wants you to cross that chasm north to Marin County, and the Green Mother herself has given it to you.
All right. I'm gonna turn my butt around and tell the man that the storm cleared.
You
He
walk
would like
in, and
me
he has
that
dropped the
immediately.
duck that he is whittling. He has dropped the pipe that he is smoking. And he goes, Poseidon's graces! It seems that you're foretelled to cross the chasm tonight. Good grief! Who am I to spit in the face of fate? All right, awake the lads. Get yourselves on the boat. You're crossing over north right now. He goes over there and he starts fucking rattling a bell around and smashes a whiskey bottle on the side of the ship. It's like, all right, you cunts, get up, right and proper. I got a special privilege tonight. Poseidon himself says we're gonna cross the wake. You're like groaning and mumbling and the sound of bottles being uncorked. and the men are ready. You're set for sail. You're crossing the chasm. Now, with a good jaunt, a lot of you land on the other side and dock in a beautiful little quay. The captain says, "All right, I know when I've seen a sign, and today's the night. I'm going to wait for the lot of you 2 days. You hear me? I'm the superstitious type. I know what I've seen is right and proper. So you come back when you're ready, but no more than 2 days' time. Am I clear?"
Clear.
Aye, Captain.
Understood.
Set the anchors down. Now, I was told we have a game of solitaire to finish. You can see that a lot of them start throwing down the cards and they start getting ready. You're now in northern Marin County. What do we like to do? I know we have like 13 minutes left, so we're gonna at least get up to the first MacGuffin.
We will pursue. Nora was her name?
I think it's
Eleonora.
Alan.
Eleonora.
Eleonora.
Nora to
yes.
friends when she went not.
Good.
Yeah, so, the dock that we're at, like, are we, what is the lay of the land like? Are we, like, outside of a city? Is it,
Northern.
forest?
So during this time period, northern Marin County is an inhospitable wasteland. It is a rugged tundra. It's redwood forest, sheer cliffs, beautiful foliage, raw earth. You can smell the petrichor as soon as you step off the ship. It's a crude dock, usually used only by itinerant fishermen in order to lay down for the evening. It's
I would
practical.
say let's investigate any means of logistics regarding the redwoods, regarding lumber, because that's likely where she picked up her trail and pursued lumberjacks going outward.
What? Give me an awareness or an investigation check.
Okay.
She can't keep getting away with this. God, this fucking woman and her fucking bofo rolls. Oh no, Juan Carlos did this? It's like that scene in The Good Place. He figured it out? Oh, that hurts. Waiting for you, Daphne.
Whoops, I'm so sorry. What am I rolling? Awareness. Okay, hold on.
Someone's getting a debuff.
Sorry.
Not that she needed it. So, I just got Juan Carlo and fucking Dr. Francesca constantly doing the same role. It's like the third time this has happened. Like, it's stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
It's because he drinks my blood.
Exactly.
I'm angry at you, Jack. So anyway, you look out at the gnarled mire of the redwoods, and you can see the faint meandering path of illegal lumberjacks worming its way through the wood. Are we going to follow it?
I would like to, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So you make your way through the gnarled wood. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this is a map we want. Let me just get rid of this little thing here. All right, perfect. You make your way through the creaking mire of the redwoods. The mist and the humidity of the Pacific coast worms its way through the woods, and you can still feel the stench and the salt of the sea through these massive trees, the size of 10 men abreast. They creak overhead, and their canopies still allow the meager light of the moon to peter through its boughs. You squelch through the muck and the mulch, and you find yourselves. Everyone give me an awareness check. And just awareness.
He can't keep getting away with this.
Uncommon Dr. L.
Yeah.
And a very rare Daphne W. Alright, Victor, we're just waiting for you, buddy. Wait, Daphne, you rolled wrong. You need to do awareness plus something else.
Oh, I thought you said just awareness. Okay.
It's always. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he just meant that I couldn't do investigation instead. I'm pretty sure. I think that was for me.
Yeah, that was 100% for her. Alright, so 3, 6, 3, 0. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so goddamn Victor. So Victor, and you alone, as you're meandering your way through this forest, you hear the usual Bailuan and assemblage of sounds. You hear the crack and the crisp and the crunch of creatures moving through the wood, but something stands out to you. Amongst the snap, crackle, and pop of the branches and the boughs, you determine that something is coming closer to you. The hair on the back of your neck, if it can stand, does stand. And then suddenly silence. Everything else is gone. The creatures of the woods have dissipated. And there is now only a stoic silence. And you alone, Victor, look forward and see a disheveled figure. Tall, a good 6'5", clad in animal furs, dirt thoroughly rubbed into every pore of every ounce of exposed skin. The figure stands askew, its legs clearly broken and malformed. What of its flesh is exposed is pock-marked and nicked, burned, scoured, branded, and scarred. A flesh, a cloak of the terrors of forgotten years, made ugly as a reminder of forgotten times. And as you first recognize this creature, Victor, it steps forward into the moonlight and is illuminated. And there its countenance is made to bear for the rest of the coterie. It steps forward and becomes apparent. What does everyone else do?
The doctor squints to try to see better.
Give me an investigation check.
Well, with my check, can I make out details? Can I see?
Yeah, what would you like to know? You get this carte blanche. What would you like to know?
Okay. I would like to know, just based on its physicality and its body language, does it intend harm? Is it clearly being aggressive?
No, you can tell that it is in a seated, reclined posture, and it seems to be inquisitive. And actually, based on your prior experience, you could tell that this particular figure is a Native American. You can't clock where they come from, but you could tell that this continent is not, say, like an Apache or someone that's overtly aggressive.
Would I be able to tell, based on its appearance and markings, what specific tribe it would be affiliated with?
Give me a politics check. Give me a politics check.
Got it.
You squint your eyes, and through the gloom, you can determine that this particular individual is Chumash, one of the native tribes of Southern California. Deeply unusual for it to be so far north.
Mm-hmm.
Daphne,
I motion to the rest of the group. Does anyone here know Chumash or are affiliated or cognizant of their customs?
Daphne's gonna shake her head.
Uh,
Quick question, sorry. Because Daphne is recalling, she did receive a vision earlier, that I haven't gone into. But does this person look wounded at all?
100%. The figure's arms and legs are broken and bruised and seem to be in an almost permanent semblance of disturbance. This creature is maimed. You can see, based off of the mud prints that it has left, that it is crippled and disabled, and then has slowly shuffled its way towards you. It looks at the lot of you, and you can see a kind of flare within its motion. It removes its skins and hides, revealing its body. Pockmarked, riddled, bruised, burned, and chained. A terror of a forgotten age woven into its flesh, an internal reminder. The figure looks at the lot of you and says in a firm tone, "Look upon my form and see the mercy of the Christian." And that's where we're going to end it for today.
Wow.
Yay, that was great.
damn okay.
Cool.
All right, gang, we're going to close it off.